This video is sponsored by Bookwalker.
Bookwalking!
Let's go.
Oh.
They will come when I'm gonna get sponsored as well. Soon.
Hey, you had to lose it. Lost a Virginia.
Congratulations, you lucky bastard.
Oh, that's getting some ice.
This opening already as well.
What are you doing, step bro?
Since the beginning of mankind, we have always been drawn to fire. Its mesmerizing flames, dancing and weaving, kept us alive and warm, allowed us to cook food for more nutritional meals that helped us to develop our evolving brains. Which is why, in the modern age, almost as if by instinct, we are still drawn to a dumpster fire, no matter how dangerous.
I'm an 8.
That's not where I was expecting he would go.
Oh my god.
Friends, or to go by the Japanese name, Domestic Nakano-show, or Kokonai no Girlfriend, or Boku no Girlfriend Academia, romance to spice up this anime community. Full-on 4K 60 frames per second
What is he doing?
crash in slow motion that explodes into a beautiful, roaring, not related by blood flame that we as dumpster moths can't help but fly into. So if you're feeling happy because Kaguya-sama has finally cured your depression this season, don't want to fear. Domestic Girlfriend has come along just in time to bring it back again. See, this show isn't just any romance anime. This is the next level of romance anime. You know how in most anime romances it takes 10 decades of characters standing around wondering
No, this doesn't take long at
Like,
all.
come on now.
Finally get some hot, steamy hand-holding action. They get cock-blocked once again by everyone's favorite third wheel fireworks. Yeah, that's right. I'm calling you out. Do you know how many fucking confessions you've read? This girlfriend is so much more realistic because it starts with a dude having just smashed a bird.
Yeah.
Oh, and that dude's got a crush on his teacher.
Yeah.
Oh, and his dad's getting remarried.
Yep.
Oh, and his new stepsister's going to be his teacher and the girl he lost his virginity to.
God damn.
Oh, and they're going to be living in the same house and starting a stepsibling.
That's episode 1.
That's what I thought it was. I was right.
Yeah, sip that tea. I'm gonna sip my water. Yeah, it is spicy. Let me sip my water.
Wow, this sounds like it can only end badly.
Golly,
but
that
I
sounds
can
crazy.
assure you, despite what
It's gonna
sounds
fall.
like an absolute disaster of a premise,
Bro.
it only goes downhill.
Lord have mercy.
See, when talking about domestic girlfriends, we have to describe things in terms of spice levels. Because literally every episode, something happens that will give you the uncontrollable urge to go, "Woohoo! That's a spicy boy!"
That's a spicy boy.
Relationships, affairs with married men, love pentagrams, love rivals. What's next? Find out on the next episode of Two Girls, One Brother. But don't worry, it's not. You know, I swear. I swear to God. I mean, we all know it's not incest anyway if you shout no chromo. Some of the spiciest peppers in the world. We have the famous ghost pepper at around 1 million scovilles, the Trinidad Scorpion, which beats even that, and the Granddad, the Carolina Reaper, at a whopping 2.2 million scoville units. A pepper so spicy that it's even hospitalized some people for eating it. And yes, that is nothing compared to
Domestic
getting
Girlfriend?
rejected by your first love and almost double suiciding with her.
Yeah, that was weird.
Your stepsister, making out with your other stepsister, flirting with your club president, only to then walk in on your teacher stepsister buttering her muffin with her daughter, her ex-lover, while you just stand there and watch while emotional J-pop play. In the span of a single episode.
What?
I remember that show way too well.
I'm saying.
Yeah, well,
That's like 3 seasons.
Now I know what you're thinking. Oh look, Gigguk's talking about another trashy sister show. Does he want this to be the new Eromanga Sensei or something? And I take offense to that because it should be obvious that these two shows are nothing alike. I mean, I might have called them both trash, but one is a flaming dumpster and the other is a flaming dumpster.
Wow, what's the difference?
Not to mention, if you compare the two protagonists, you got the virgin Masamune, fantasizing over a single weak source of a little sister who'd probably spontaneously combust without constant care and attention, so he has to play manslave. And here we got Natsuo, already got laid, fucking dual-wielding incest at this point, while juggling other girls, reaching levels of Chad never before thought possible. And this isn't even mentioning the girls, because what I can respect is someone who knows what they want and they fucking go for it. Because if you're an anime girl and someone tells you that you can't be with the protagonist because of some bizarre reason like
tell them they're
your
wrong.
family or something, you just need to hit them with one of these.
ルイ、何言ってんの？私たちと夏男は家族なんだよ。そういう関係になっていいと思ってんの？
Oh my god, who cares? Like, oh my god.
Yes, this time we've got the sister. The sister who's also your teacher, the shy club president, and a girl who's loves enough semen to put her into clinical depression. I'm just kidding, Rose is a fucking angel and deserves all the love, care, and attention.
Everyone says horrible things about
Now, I know I said
They're going
before, Pina as the older stepsister that's also your teacher, but in my calculations, I forgot just how much Rui can tip the scale, because you see, in life, there are these mythical creatures that we cannot confirm the existence of.
Right.
And Rui is one of those creatures of legend, the sacred being we know only as
Angels.
the Emoto.
The Emoto.
Plus, she's a short, blue-haired anime waifu, so I'm feeling pretty hopeful for her chances because of all the other short, blue-haired anime waifus who got to live happily ever after with the person they love, like,
Yeah, they all got
I don't think they ever really did
not fucking good.
Jonathan?
Jonathan, I only know
yeah,
like
I'm feeling
half
quite
of
hopeful.
these.
But the thing about the show is that no matter how much destruction and disaster was happening on screen, I couldn't peel my eyes away from it.
Okay.
And you gotta admit,
That's good.
You're morbidly curious too.
No, I'm not really.
Watching Domestic Girlfriend is like building a death coaster in Roller Coaster Tycoon and then letting people on the ride to see what happens next.
Yeah.
You know the roller coaster is going to fly off into a crowd of people causing massive destruction because that's the way you built it.
Yeah.
You know what's going to happen, but you watch anyway because secretly you're a bit sadistic and you want to see how big that crash. Yeah. And see, I feel like there's a secret to the spicy formula that is Domestic Girlfriend, and that's
Why do they
hentai.
sing like that? Hold on, sir.
Alright, hear me out. It is quite well documented that hentai is an art form that rivals the likes of Picasso and
What?
Warhol and
Please don't
that
say his
super
name like that.
But you must remember that it runs on its own rules, not bound by the laws of reality.
sorry.
Where fat, ugly businessmen are the model of peak masculinity.
Can you not?
Hips are sentient beings that can move on their own. Because that world isn't the same 2019 world we live in now. I bet they don't even ask the like button for consent before smashing it. So when watching an episode of
I like
Domestic
that.
Girlfriend, you may wonder how they can pack so much spice into every episode, but once you realize it runs on hentai rules, it makes perfect sense.
Okay.
We've got levels of cucking not seen since Netarare Genesis.
Y'all are making.
We've got people who are allergic to closing doors because you can't spell spicy without spy. We've got every conceivable vanilla hentai setup you can ask for.
God.
The older sister is having a beer. How long till she passes out on the sofa and the guy tries kissing her? 2 minutes. Jesus, that was literally 2 minutes.
Oh my
We
gosh.
could make this more hentai if we tried.
Yeah.
Yes,
No, you
yeah,
can't.
yeah.
You could. It
What
is.
are you doing, step bro?
But that brings up an important question.
What
Why would
are
I
you
want to
doing,
watch a hentai
step
without
bro?
banging in it? Doesn't that defeat the entire point?
What are you
I
doing,
can't jack
step
off
bro?
to this.
That's
That's
a
a
good
very
point.
good question. And I think the only proper response is, bro, if you set your mind to it, you can jack off to anything.
I'm saying.
See the advantage of that.
I'm above y'all right now.
Allows your series to become plot heavy. Because in this art form, it needs to be plot heavy because you don't want to waste.
Why is he doing that plot thing?
So you constantly need spicy things to be happening, and surprisingly, that's entertaining as fuck. Because why would you want to watch some vanilla sex scene anyway when you can just see characters get golden showered with depression? And this leads me to believe that the unreleased full title of the show is actually Domestic na Kanajo x Kanajo x Kanajo.
What the?
Don't look at me like that, I know you got that reference. Of course, with all the spiciness and goodness in the runtime of the show, it made me morbidly curious to see how big of a car crash the manga would be. And what I
He read the
found
manga.
was my absolute worst fear.
I did read the manga in 2 days.
You liked it?
That I really fucking enjoyed it.
Ah, so I like the truth.
Let me explain. Well, the start of the series is
Hey,
spicy
I'm-
mess.
bro, I'm-
It moves
I'm
on,
at the
adequate
screenshot
time is
there.
given to really flesh out the characters and make them relatable. Even some characters who I wasn't a fan of initially won me over, and before you know it, you're invested. Despite all the semen demons vying for a taste of Natsuo's seed, no one ever acts in a way that's completely inconsiderate or douchey. Everyone's just been put in a fucked up situation and they're trying their best to handle these messy feelings that they know they probably shouldn't have. have. For example, for the full-on school days disaster route this could go,
ever
Natsuo never
kiss
goes
with
out
hand
of his way
contact?
just to get his dick
Something
wet
serious.
every time a girl opens
Yeah.
her gate of Babylon. He genuinely cares about everyone around him and acts in a way that tries to make everyone happy. So it's hard to hate him because despite how fucking stupid and naive his actions can be, you want everyone to be happy too, but you also know that because of the way things are set up, that's impossible. Someone or everyone is going to end up with their heart broken, so it's less of a case of why the hell are you doing this, you stupid idiot?
You guys heard
And
that?
more
That was
of,
another
"God
video of
damn
mine
it,
rendering. I'm sorry.
I knew this was gonna happen, but it doesn't
Why
hurt
do you
anyone."
watch it?
Combine this with the same spicy plot progression that will continue to make you shout, "Ow!" And you have yourself a really compelling read. Things continually happen, even if you know it's all just melodramatic junk food shit, but you're invested enough in the characters to keep you turning the next page. Unlike your normal harem romance where you have 200 chapters of will they, won't they, no they will, no they won't, okay, can something just happen, can please something happen, please just something happen, and then just as you're about to give up all hope, they finally confess and maybe kiss and then the show just ends. Nothing Domestic Girlfriend is ever
Sneak
static.
dissing.
Time actually
I never watched
progresses
the
at
anime
a
though.
reasonable pace, and you see characters go through different stages of their lives. Without
That's good.
spoiling anything that happens, the plot eventually moves past everyone being in high school. You get to see how characters tackle relationships when they have things like job aspirations, college, and responsibilities.
That seems pretty good though.
Characters face repercussions for the actions they take, and they learn and change from it. Action never comes without consequence, and oh boy, is there a lot of fucking action. So even though when reading a normal anime romance, your emotional state triggers something like this, are they gonna get together? No.
To like an actual like
Okay,
impressive
I'm
sound.
happy. Domestic Girlfriend is more like. To me, Domestic Girlfriend is the perfect melodrama, blending human characters who develop over the course of the story with some of the most ridiculous plot progression that is undeniably melodrama trash, but you want to know what happens next because you're invested in the characters. Which leads me to believe this may actually be a good manga with trashy moments in it. Or a trashy manga with good moments in it. I haven't quite figured out which way around it is yet. While I initially read ahead just to see how trashy it became, I ended up marathoning the entire series in 2 days, so even though I came in with the complete intention of memeing the fuck out of everything, it's become my newest obsession that I can't recommend enough. So if you want a really addicting drama to read, go pick this up, and if you need any more reason, unlike the anime, the manga has got fucking dinner!
Yes! The best
I
thing.
didn't hear this from people, there are these things called 0.5 chapters.
Yeah?
They aren't necessarily there to move the plot along, but I think they're worth reading over because you might find something that'll take them on to full peak spice.
Hey.
Oh, nice! Oh my god.
I'm neither Team Hina or Team Ryu. At this point, I just want both of them. I'm on the same side. I'm not gonna watch it, but I'm on the same side. Whatever makes me happy makes me happy. Other than that, guys, we finally got Domestic Girlfriend at Dumpster Fire. I can't stop watching by Gigguk, by G, whatever y'all call him. Gigguk, by Gigguk. And if you like video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you comment below other things you want to react to. Hey man, I think we're done with all the anime in minutes. If y'all want me to react to more of his videos, make sure y'all comment below other things y'all want me to react to. I'll be looking at all the comments in this video. Other than that, man, I liked it. He's always funny. He does his thing. It's never a video where I'm just like, this is not entertaining. He's very entertaining. He's very good at what he does. I love his little parodies. I think they're classified parodies. I don't care what y'all say. Abridged parodies, whatever. Like, I love his